This is Jordan Tower with JT.
My worth, you could never afford me. I ain't letting go of nothing till I get what they owe me. Others talk and they don't know when to stop, and that's a problem. Shut your mouth, you ain't trying to get popped.
Song by Nina Beretta, My Life. Streaming on all platforms. Links below.
This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. Let's get right into the news. Okay, so first off, we got Eminem. I'm seeing a new narrative put out here that Eminem didn't save 50's career. He did. Okay. Eminem saved 50's career because he was signed to Sony. Then he had all that stuff happen where, you know, he was shot 9 times. No label wanted to touch him after that. It wasn't until he put out, well, not even that. So he was putting out a lot of mixtapes. And he had the same lawyer, I think, as Eminem. And I remember right before he got signed to Eminem, he put out that mixtape with Koch, Landspeed, with him holding the gun on the front. And then he signed to Eminem. And this is the thing that labels did back then. So it looked like they made it look like it was a bidding war. But no label really wanted to touch 50 Cent because he had so many problems with so many people. He was really untouchable at the time, and he was kind of blackballed. So at that time, Eminem and Dr. Dre took a chance on him. Now, there are articles that say that there was a bidding war for him. But that's just to make it sound good, to make him sound like people actually wanted him. I remember around the same time, I know this was a lie for a fact, Mobb Deep signed to J Records, which was a horrible deal. And actually, it's good. After that, they dropped a independent project, I think, and then they got with 50. But this deal was horrible. J Records didn't know what to do with a group like Mobb Deep, legendary group like that. But at that time, they were moving on from Loud, and the J Records was their next Jive. I'm sorry, Jive, not J Records. Jive Records. Jive reportedly signed them for $10 million. But they didn't sign him for $10 million. They didn't get $10 million for signing. They invested money in him. That's where you saw them do a record with Lil Jon and a bunch of stuff. It was a confusing time for Mobb Deep. Ever since that Jay-Z thing happened, it got a little confusing. But Mobb Deep's always Mobb Deep. That's one of my favorite groups ever in hip-hop for me. That was my favorite. That is my favorite group. Mobb Deep. It's my favorite group. They make the best. I love their mixtape records the best, honestly. I mean, because after 2000, their best records came out on mixtapes. I don't know what you guys think, but I think their best records were on mixtapes after 2000. Of course, their albums prior to that, amazing, okay? But that right after that, it was only mixtape records that were like their best records. Because, you know, you don't have to go through all the clearance and everything. I mean, if you ever want to get the best Mobb Deep material you can get, go to the mixtapes. I mean, amazing. So Eminem saved 50, which in turn put on a lot of people. You got Youngboy, Lloyd Banks, Tony Yayo, 50. You know, it's like that was and it was part of the whole Aftermath conglomerate. Next up, we got YK Osiris can't take an L, man. He was wearing that trash outfit. Everyone roasted him, Mustard, everybody got to get a little yachty. And now he's trying to, he was laughing at it, 21 Savage. He was laughing at it, but now he thinks he can go toe-to-toe with everybody else. He's trying to go at Mustard, still calling him fat, even though he's skinny. And these guys are just roasting him crazy. I mean, Little Yachty, he's trying to like roast him by putting up pictures, and it's like, yo, I post these myself. But then they put up all these pictures of him looking crazy, and all these pictures. I mean, even T.I. said, yo, 21 Savage roasting YK Osiris was the funniest thing he's seen all week. It was hilarious. That jacket is so trash. It does look like a suitcase. He's right. It just looked trash. And YK Osiris thought he was really fly. Like, hey, everybody makes missteps. And then, you know, YK Osiris can't just take the L. He has to go at everybody else. This kid doesn't know who he is. He hasn't even made it in music yet, to be honest with you. He just is in the mix because he's signed to a major label and he goes on tour with these guys and he's friends with them. But he hasn't made it yet. He doesn't have a hit record yet. That's the real sting right there. NBA Youngboy associate NBA Pap was indicted in a 2017 passing of C Money. He's accused of this. He's indicted on Thursday on second-degree count, going against rival G Money. He's 26. He's accused of taking G Money out in a parking lot outside of Burton's Music Studio in Dallas Drive, Baton Rouge, 2017. Fields was arrested in 2019. Who performed with TBG? Okay. Alrighty. Well, NBA Pap is now in jail. Anyways, we'll see how that develops. Anyways, guys, I have more news for you in about an hour. This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Appreciate you guys so much. I'll check you guys in the next one. Smash that like button.
Know my worth, you could never afford me. I ain't letting go of nothing till I get what they owe me. Others talk and they don't know when to stop, and that's a problem. Shut your mouth, you ain't trying to get popped.
Song by Nina Beretta, My Life. Streaming on all platforms. Links below.